On the Philippines, traffickers typically recruit girls and boys from villages and rural areas by baiting them with the promise of fast and easy cash. They are then sold for sex in pubs, karaoke bars, nightclubs, on the streets, or through social media. In total, estimates says that between 60,000 and 100,000 Filipino children are impacted by labor trafficking or sex trafficking. Why? Because of poverty. Poverty is one of the main causes of child trafficking. Poor families sometimes have no choice but to abandon their children, leaving them in the hands of traffickers. But at least now we can help those victims and get rid of the traffickers through our law. Republic Act Number 7910, an act providing for stronger deterrence and special protection against child abuse, exploitation, and discrimination, and for other purposes.
Child Trafficking Article 3, Prostitution and Other Sexual Abuse. Sinasabi sa Section 5 na ang mga bata, mapalalaki man o babae, ay nagiging biktima ng pagpapakasasa sa pakikipagtalik o kahalayan ng mga mapang-abuso dahil sa pera, pamimilit, impluwensya ng nasahustong gulang na at mga sindikato. Ang mga batang nakakaranas ng sexual na pang-aabuso ay tinuturing ng mga batang pinagsasamantalahan sa prostitution at iba pa. Halimbawa nito ay ang kahirapan. Hirap ang mga tao sa buhay kaya sila nakakapagbuo ng mga grupong sindikato at nambibiktima ng mga bata para magkaroon ng pera. Sa tingin nila, yayaman sila sa ganoong paraan. Minsan, ginagawa nila itong katuwaan. Ang parusa ng reclusion temporal sa medium period nito hanggang reclusion perpetua ay dapat ipataw sa mga sumusunod. Una, those who engage in or promote, facilitate, or induce child prostitution, which include but are not limited to the following, such as acting as procurer of a child prostitute, including a person to be a client of a child prostitute by means of written or oral advertisements or other similar means. Taking advantage of influence or relationship to procure a child as prostitute. Pang-apat, threatening or using violence towards a child to engage him as a prostitute. And last, giving monetary consideration, goods, or other pecuniary benefit to a child with intent to engage such child in prostitution. The second one is those who commit the act of sexual intercourse of lascivious conduct with a child exploited in prostitution or subject to other sexual abuse, provided that when the victim is under 12 years of age, the perpetrators shall be prosecuted under Article 335, Paragraph 3, for rape in Article 336 of Act Number 3815, as amended the revised Penal Code for rape or lascivious conduct as the case may be provided, that the penalty for lascivious conduct when the victim under 12 years of age shall be reclusion temporary in its medium period. And lastly, those who derive profit or advantage therefrom, whether as manager or owner of the establishment where the prostitution takes place, or of the sauna, disco, bar, resort, place of entertainment or establishment serving as a cover or which engages in prostitution in addition to the activity for which the license has been issued to said establishment. So, ang mga kumikita o bintahe mula rito, halimbawa, mga may-ari ng establishments kung saan mayroong resort, mga lugar na pwede libangan, bar na kung saan puntahan ng mga mahilig gumimik, ay kailangan ng license regarding sa establishment.
Section 6. Attempt to commit child prostitution. There is an attempt to commit child prostitution under Section 5, Paragraph C. Here, where when any person who, not being a relative or child, is found alone with the said child abused inside a room or of a cubicle of a house, an inn, hotel, motel, pension house, a parter, or other similar establishment, vessel, vehicles, or any other hidden or scheduled area under circumstances which would lead a reasonable person to believe that the child is about to be exploited in prostitution and other sexual abuse. There is also an attempt to commit child prostitution under paragraph B of Section 5, where when any person is receiving services from a child in a sauna parlor or bath, massage clinic, health club, and other similar establishment. A penalty lower by 2 degrees than that prescribed for the consummated felony under Section 5 hereof shall be imposed upon the principals of the attempt to commit the crime of child prostitution under this act or in the proper case under the revised penal code.
Section 7 Child Trafficking. So, ang child trafficking po ay kung saan binibenta at inaalok ang mga bata na sa pababa sa mga dayuhan o kaya sa mga pinagkapalit po ng pera. So, child trafficking po ay labag po sa batas at ito po ay may parusang 20 years or habang buhay na parusa. Section 8, there's attempt to commit child trafficking. So, there's attempt to commit child trafficking under Section 7 of this Act. So, ito po ang mga under section ng commit po ng child trafficking. When a child travel alone to a foreign country without valid reason. Therefore, and without clear issues by Department of Social Welfare and Development. So, yun nga po yung mga bata na nag-travel alone na without valid reason po or without clearance po ng clearance issue po ng Department of Social Welfare and Development. O, yun po yung tinatawag natin ng mga DSWD na kung saan din po wala pong kasulatan or justification ang mga bata dahil po sa kanilang mga magulang or legal guardian. O yung bigla na lamang kung ibibigay ng mga magulang sa ibang tao kanilang anak upang ito po ay pagkakitaan o wala pong kasulatan ang mga DSWD. Isa rin po yun sa tawag na child trafficking o yung birth certificate po ng kanilang anak na ililipat po sa ibang tao upang yun po ang kilalanin ng bata ay isa rin po yung child trafficking. Na dahil wala po yung walang valid reason or walang permission ng DSWD. So, ang lesson po natin, ito yung mga naghahanap ng mga bata or mahihiyap na pamilya upang operan ang mga bata at bigyan ng pera. Karaniwan po dito, kadalasan ay mga magulang na ibinibenta po ang kanilang anak sa ibang tao or binubugaw po nila para pagkakitaan ng kanilang anak. So, ito po ay isa rin laban sa child trafficking.
So, in Article 5, it is about the absence, publication, and indecent shows. This is Section 9, absence, publication, and indecent shows, and a person who shall hire, employ, use, persuade, induce, or coerce a child to perform in absence exhibitions and indecent shows, whether live or in video, or model and absence publication or pornographic materials, or to sell or distribute the said material shall suffer the penalty of prison mayor and its medium period if the child used as a performer, subject, or seller, distributor is below 12 years of age. The penalty shall be imposed in its maximum period. Any ascendant, guardian, or person entrusted in any capacity with the care of a child who shall cause and or allow such child to be employed or to participate in an obscene play, scene, act, movie, or show, or in any other act covered by this section shall suffer the penalty of prison mayor in its medium period. So, sa Article 5, ito ay patungkol sa malalaswang pahayag o mga limbag na babasahin at malalaswang palabas, malalaswang larawan at iba pa. So, sa Section 9, sinasabi dito na ang sinumang kumuha o mag-udyok sa isang bata na gumawa ng video na malaswa ay may parusang pagkabilanggo, lalo na kapag pinilit ang isang bata na magtanghal sa mga malaswang palabas, live man ito o sa video, gayon din maging sa mga babasahin, gawing modelo sa mga malalaswang publication o pornograpikong material para may binta at may pamahagi. Ang nasa likod ng lahat ng ito ay may parusa ng pagkabilanggo. So, kung ang batang ginamit bilang performer ay wala pang 12 taong gulang, ang parusa ay dapat ipataw in its maximum period and a maximum amount of fine. So, pagdating naman sa tagapangalaga ng bata, sinumang tagapag-alaga o taong pinagkatiwalaan sa anumang kapasidad sa pangangalaga ng isang bata at pinaintulutan ang naturang bata na magtrabaho o lumahok sa isang malaswang eksena, pelikula o palabas sa anumang iba pang gawaing sakop sa pamamagitan ng seksyong ito ay dapat magdusa ng parusa ng pagkakulong in a medium period.
6 or other acts of abuse is covered by Republic Act number 7610. Ito ay isang batas na nagpoprotekta sa mga bata laban sa pang-aabuso at pananamantala, especially sa mga kababaihan. In Section 10, other acts of neglect, abuse, cruelty, or exploitation, and other conditions prejudicial to the child's development. Ito ay isang batas na nagpoprotekta sa mga bata laban sa pang-aabuso or pananamantala at lalo na kapag ang kanilang kinabukasan ito ay nakakasama sa kanilang kinabukasan. Una, any person who shall commit any other acts of child abuse, cruelty, and exploitation are to be responsible for other conditions prejudicial to the child's development, including those covered by Article 59 of Presidential Decree number 603, as amended but not covered by the revised Penal Code. As amended, shall suffer the penalty of prison mayor in its minimum period. Kapag sinabing prison mayor or minimum period, ito ay may makulong ng 6 months and 1 day to 2 years and 4 months. Sinasabi dito na sinumang namamantala sa mga bata, kahit sinong tao man ito, may posisyon man o wala, pwede siyang makulong ng 1 taon hanggang 2 taon kapag sila ay lumabag sa batas. At sa pangalawang example, any person who shall keep or have his company a minor 12 years old under or who are 10 years old or more his junior in a public or private place, hotel, motel, beer joint, discotheque, cabaret, pension house, sauna or massage parlor, beach, and other tourist resort or similar places shall suffer the penalty of prison mayor in its maximum period in fine not less than 50,000 pesos. Sinasabi dito sa pangalawang example ay sinumang tao ang nagpapatrabaho ng mga minor na di edad ay may kaukulang multa or pwede rin siyang may kaukulang multa na 50,000 pesos at pwede siyang makulong ng 6 months and 1 day to 2 years and 4 months. At mayroon ding batas na itinalagaan dole na bawal magtrabaho ang mga bata. Sa ilalim ng Republic Act number 9231, ang kabataang may edad 15 pababa ay hindi pinapayagang magtrabaho sa anumang pampubliko or pribadong establishmento, maliban na lamang kung sila ay direktang nagtatrabaho sa mga guardian or sa magulang. Or kapag sila naman ay kailangan talagang magtrabaho, kailangan nilang magpasa ng working child permit sa dole para maaprubahan. Pangatong example ay any person who shall induce, deliver, or offer minor to anyone prohibited by this act to keep or have his company a minor as provided in the preceding paragraph shall suffer the penalty of prison mayor in its medium period and fine not less than 40,000 pesos. Sinasabi dito na ang taong kahit ikaw ay nag-udyok lang sa isang minor na edad or ikaw ay for example, isang legal age tapos pinapasok niya yung minor de edad sa isang kumpanya. At kapag nalaman ito ng otoridad, pwedeng kasuhan ang nagpasok or nag-udyok sa bata para magtrabaho sa isang kumpanya. Siya ay pwedeng kasuhan at pwede siyang at ito ay may kaukulang bayad na halagang 40,000. And sa pang-apat po na example, any person, owner, manager, or one entrusted with operation of any public or private place of accommodation, whether for occupancy, food, drink, or otherwise, including residential places, who allows any person to take along with him to such place or places any minor herein described shall be imposed a penalty of prison year in its medium period, and fine a not less than 50,000 pesos, and the loss of the license to operate such a place or establishment. Kapag naman isang manager, for example, ang isang manager ay nagpapasok ng isang minor na edad, at alam naman natin na ang mga bata ay bawal magtrabaho kapag 15 pababa at pinapasok pa rin nila at meron silang nilabag na batas, ang manager ay pwedeng mawala ng trabaho, or pwede siyang kung ito ay lisensyado, pwede siyang makuna ng lisensya, or pwedeng maisara ang resort or company na tinatrabahuan nila dahil sa pagpapasok nila ng bata, dahil ito ay ibinabawal ng batas. At ang panglima ay any person who shall use coerce, force, or intimidate stray child or any other child to beg or use begging as means of living, act of conduct or middleman in drug trafficking or pushing, or conduct any illegal activities shall suffer the penalty of prison, correctional in its medium period, to reclusion perpetua. For purpose of this act, the penalty for the commission of acts punishable under Articles 248, 249, 262 paragraph 2, and 263 paragraph 1 of Act Number 3815, as amended the revised penal code for the crimes of murder, homicide, other intentional mutilation, and serious physical injuries, respectively, shall be reclusion perpetua when the victim is under 12 years old of age. Dito naman sa panglimang example, for example, yung mga batang nakatira sa street at pinilit na magtrabaho or pinersa sila ng isang company or yung mga gumagawa ng illegal, pinersa sila na kunyari magtinda ng mga drugs, sila ay may kaukulang patawan ng parusa na tinatawag na prison correctional medium or 6 months and 1 day to 6 years na pagkakulong. Or pwede naman itong maging reclusion perpetua. Pag sinabing reclusion perpetua, ito ay 30 years na pagkakulong or habang buhay na.